What's happening? What's happening with it? Yeah, y'all already know what it is. You tuned in to another episode of Everything Boxing. There you go talking that boxing again. Yeah. What's happening with it, y'all? Y'all already know what it is when you come in the building. Smash on that like button and let me know you in the building. Rolling Red, what's happening with it? Master Khalik, what's good with it? Yeah, getting started a little late. You know what I'm saying? I apologize for that. I'm a little late today. But ain't nothing changed. We still gonna cook. We still gonna have a hell of a show. And GZ03, what's happening with it? Ancestral Rage, what's good with it? Love them down, Gaither, what's happening with it? Yeah, like I said, come in when you come in the building, hit my like button so you know they get these notifications out so we can get this show started. Got a lot to cook on today. Lot been going on, lot being said. Got a lot to cook on. And you know what I'm saying? I am the right one. We finna cook today. Hey, Steve, what's happening with it? Johnny Q, what's good with it? Yeah, there you go, talking that boxing again. Yeah. Man. I don't even know where to start with these Terence Crawford fanatics. Like, man, some of y'all gotta chill. KP from KC5, what's happening with it? Now Errol Spence is coming up with an excuse to duck Terence Crawford because of a question he was asked about Jermell Charlo. You can't make this shit make sense to me. But like I said, we're gonna cook on everything that's going on. And you know, as people get in the building. Master Khalik, what's happening with it? He said they spent, man, I don't know what they is. They just ignorant as hell. That's what they is. But yeah, and y'all go, and y'all make sure that y'all go, you know what I'm saying, check out Money Brown because he's starting to drop football content now. You know what I'm saying? He not only talking boxing, he dropping videos, you know, on the NFL football content. So if you into football, make sure that y'all go check that out. And my man KQKC Boxing Network tomorrow, his show finna be lit. He gonna have Ronnie Shields on there. Ronnie Shields. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. Justo Chavez, what's happening with it? W Right Side, what's happening with it? Salute. Yeah, so like I said, it's a lot going on, y'all. It's a lot going on, and we gonna get to it. You feel me? We definitely gonna get to it. I was looking at the press conference with Terrell Goucher and Tim Tszyu today, and Tim Tszyu, he said Jermell Charlo and Brian Castano whichever one got the, he said, hey, they gonna have to move over. You know what I'm saying? He said he's taking over the 154-pound division. So this weekend, we got a chance to see him. We get a chance to see him and see if he can back up the talk that he talking. A1 Hoops on, what it do? Jawan Ramos, what's happening with it? So like I told y'all yesterday, man, I'm kind of excited to see this Terrell Goucher and Tim Tszyu fight, because Tim Tszyu talking that shit. He say, hey, he coming for everything. He said, can't none of them dudes at 154 fuck with him. He said, can't none of them beat him. W. Wright says Goucher will be a tough fight for Tim. Yeah, man, Goucher, he always competes with the best, but he don't never win, but he'll compete. So we'll see. We'll see if we'll be able to gauge to finally see how good Tim Tszyu is. Because, yeah, he went in there and stopped and knocked out Jeff Horn. But Jeff Horn, to me, is trash. Like, Jeff Horn was some garbage. A1 Hoops on, what's happening with it? He says she can't call it, just at the hospital getting this boxing talk. Are you getting ready? Is your wife getting ready to deliver? Is your wife in there getting ready to deliver, A1? Dank Father, what's happening with it? Salute. Dank Father think that Devin Haney beat everybody. He don't think it's nobody from 130 to 140 that could beat Devin Haney. Love him down. Gaither said, what channel is broadcasting the fight? Showtime. It'll be on Showtime. So this weekend, you got fights on ESPN, because you got the return of Miguel Burchell versus Jeremiah Nakatila. Then that's on ESPN. You got Josh Warrington versus Kiko Martinez. That rematch. Kiko Martinez stopped Josh Warrington the last fight. And this their third fight. People don't understand. This their third fight. Josh Warrington won the first fight by, I think it was by like majority decision or split decision. The second fight, Kiko Martinez knocked him out. And then here's the third fight. So that's on the zone. And then later on that night, you got the Showtime card with Terrell Goucher and Tim Tszyu. And also the Cuban dude, the Cuban kid is fighting, what's his name? Michael, can't think of his name, but the dude, the kid that looked like Muhammad Ali, he got a tough fight on that card too. The kid that, somebody help me with, what's the kid name that looked like Muhammad Ali? Well, he fighting on the Showtime card too. Chillville says Haney will get once a fighter puts pressure on him. He does not have enough power to keep motherfuckers off him. Well, we will see. Everybody is going, every fighter, right? Unless they just move around and duck people their whole career, which that's not in Devin Haney's MO. He ain't that type of fighter. But one thing we will see, you know what I'm saying? Sooner or later, we're going to see. Stan 92, what's happening with it? Yeah, Michael Rivera. Yeah, that's his name. Michael Rivera is going to be on that card, and he got a tough fight on that card too, y'all. And hit my like button once you come in the building if y'all ain't smashed the like button. Justo Chavez, he says, also the son of Zumo is fighting too. The guy that KO'd Zab Judah and gave him Bambi legs. No. You spelled that all wrong, bro. I didn't know who the hell you was talking about. Yeah, I just got done talking about Tim Tszyu. Tim Tszyu is his name. Valentine, Matthew Valentine, what's happening with it? What it do? He says, I got Tank, fam. That's Matthew Valentine's slogan. I got Tank, fam. Matthew Valentine, he think that Tank will beat everybody from 130 to 140. Catman 785, what's happening with it? What it do? DP Rocker, what it do with it? What's happening? Yeah. Stan 92, what it is. But yeah. So like I said, y'all hit the like button. We got shit to cook on today. And I'm the one to do it. What else we got going on? What else we got going on in boxing? Man, Andrew Ruiz, Ricky Williams, my brother Ricky Williams in the building. Make the fight happen. Make the fucking fight. I'm sick of hearing about it. Make the fucking fight, people. My man Ricky Williams, Mr. Make the Fight. He says, there you go talking that boxing again. Peace and salute to you, Ricky. And make sure that y'all go subscribe to Ricky Williams Boxing. Make sure that y'all go sub to his channel. Always great content. Always a great vibe over there on Ricky Williams Boxing. Dank Father says, Devin Tank is a 50-50 fight. Everybody else's food. So when you say everybody else's food, Dank Father, specify what divisions you are talking about. I want you to put, if you said that everybody else's food for Devin Haney, I would love for you to put the divisions, right, that you are talking about in the chat. I want you to put the divisions that you're talking about in the chat, since everybody is food. And the only one that has a 50-50 chance with Devin Haney, according to you, is Gervonta Tank Davis. I want you to put that in the chat, please. My man, 817, Boxing B in the building. This man said 35 and 40. Dank Father said everybody at 135 and 140 pounds is food for Devin Haney. Oh, shit. Hey, Bill, is that you behind that avatar, Bill? Nah, you know what? Bill Haney wouldn't even say no shit. Bill Haney wouldn't even fix his mouth to say no shit like that. Bill Haney himself wouldn't even say no shit like that. Boy, you got to be losing your goddamn mind right now. You got, Dank Father, you done lost your goddamn mind. If you think that everybody from 135 pounds to 140 is food for Devin Haney, well, you done lost your whole goddamn mind right now. He said, hey, 817 Boxing Beat, he said, that's the old school that be in the suits. You talking about, what's his name? What's Devin Haney hype man? That's Dank Father. That's that. Yeah. Hey, Dank Father is the dude, the old school OG that be in the suits. You know what I'm saying? Hyping Devin. He Devin Haney hype man. Lord, what he say? Lord Devin Haney. Everybody know that Lord Devin Haney. Yeah. Church. Yeah, that's Dank Father. Dank Father is church. Yeah, church. Man, I fuck with church though. Church be talking that shit. Mr. Steal Your Chin came in and said he done lost more than his mind. Boy. But salute to Devin Haney, you know what I'm saying? Hell of a young fighter. But hell of a young fighter. But that shit that Church is in here talking about, yeah, man, that won't happen. That I can guarantee you that ain't the case. I can guarantee you that. DJ Black Charm Music, what's happening with it? Antoine. Let me see. Antoine Johnson, what it do? Yeah, my man Dank Father, man. He up in here tripping. Uh, hey, he said Church told Lenara, his wife, that she ain't want him. Hey, that's funny as hell. I don't think I caught that. Jay Miller, what's happening with it? Blitz says, Blitz, okay, man, if that's where you want to go, y'all hit the like button. See, this is the problem. This is my problem right here. And I'm going to read Blitz's comment, right? And no beef. But see, this is the problem right here. Blitz says that, Keon, you seen that Spence versus Ugas has no virus testing. I seen dude comment earlier on the stream. That's a lie. You can't run and go off with somebody say on, you know what I'm saying, in a chat or what somebody come out and say. Victor Conte, right? If y'all notice, every time a big fight comes up with Errol Spence or one of these big welterweights, Victor Conte, he comes out with a story questioning the testing in the fight. If y'all look at the history, he does this every time. He'll come out to get his name out there because nobody give a fuck about the snack program. Well, let me put it like this. Nobody on YouTube is talking about Victor Conte or the snack program. Nobody is making videos promoting the snack. So what Victor Conte does every time it's a big fight that comes up, what he'll do is he'll say, "Oh, you know, I'm questioning them. I think they might be on something because they haven't been getting tested. They haven't been getting tested." He does this every time. So y'all gotta take note to what be going on, right? And this is a way for him to promote his snack program and for people to start talking about Victor Conte. He do it every time. Errol Spence and Yordenis Ugas are fighting for 3 titles, 3 belts, right? WBC is one of the belts. The IBF is the other belt. And the WBA is the 3rd belt. Ain't no goddamn way that they not being tested. It ain't no way that them dudes is not being tested randomly. Errol Spence wouldn't even go for that. You know, so I wasn't even gonna bring that up and talk about it because dude do that every time. So I see the play that he make. It's smart, you know what I'm saying? It's smart. He makes the play to get everybody to start talking about him. And then what does that do? Well, he's the founder of Snack. So yeah, I mean, it's just another way of him promoting himself and his products. My man Tony Boswell just became a new member of the channel. Man, I appreciate the love and support, man. I appreciate you. So yeah, Victor Conte, he full of shit. And like Victor Conte is the last person on earth that needs to be talking about testing or somebody popping dirty and any of that shit to keep it 100. Because he was the face of that shit. He was the face of PEDs in all the sports at one time. Not just boxing, baseball, football, all of it. Victor Conte was the go-to man if you want to get some fucking HGH or steroids or some shit in your system. So yeah, man, I don't want to hear shit that man got to say, especially when it comes to Errol Spence and Yordenis Ugas, 2 men that have never popped dirty for nothing. My man John Kramer in the building. What it do, fam? And then we got my man W Rightside, man. Much appreciated, W Rightside, man. I appreciate y'all for becoming members of the channel, man, and just showing love day in and day out, man. I really appreciate that. Much appreciated. Johnny Q say facts. The Queen Sheena is in the building. The Queen Sheena has arrived in the building. Salute to you, Queen. Yeah, 817 says the Balco bastard. Right. I appreciate you, Tony Boswell, once again. Yeah, so man, like I said, I wasn't even really gonna bring that up, and until my man addressed it in the comment section, so I had to clear it up. Yeah, I see what that dude is doing. He's silly, you know what I'm saying? The clown. He's a pure clown, and people have always tried to shit on Errol Spence's name from day one. Oh, why is his nipples like that? That means that he's on PEDs. Like just ignorant shit, man. Blitz says, isn't Haney with the PED pusher contact? No, Haney ain't with him. I think that Haney does use some of his supplements, but those are just supplements. You know what I'm saying? Those are just like pre-workout supplements and stuff like that. So his supplements ain't tainted, but that doesn't have nothing to do with what he did in the past. You know what I'm saying? Because what he did in the past is a fact. Now, of course, he can't sell tainted supplements in the stores. You feel me? So, I mean, I know when a lot of these fighters start promoting the snack program and things, and then you have people on YouTube saying, oh, if they promote snack, they are using PEDs. That's not true. I never went with that motherfucking narrative. I thought it was kind of silly because at the end of the day, I mean, come on now. This is shit that you could go to you could go order or go to your store, your GMC or whatever and order. John Kramer said, what man would talk about another man's nipples? These weirdos, man, we see them every day in the comment section on everybody's channel. Weirdos, just straight weirdos. 817, you fucking fool, bruh. Dog talking about some fucking nipple gate. What the fuck wrong with you, dog? Jose 94, what's happening with it? And everybody that's in the building, don't forget tomorrow, KQKC is about to have Runny Shields on the channel. So anybody that got any questions to ask regarding to Jamal Charlo, y'all better go to KQKC Boxing Network because you're going to get your chance to find out why was Jamal Charlo and Ronnie Shields talking about it was hard for him to make 168 pounds. Hard for him to make middleweight 160. And now all of a sudden, why would I move up to 168 pounds? Y'all know I ain't a 168 pound fighter. So we get to ask Ronnie Shields, why is he contradicting himself? Y'all said it was hard for him to make the weight. Now all of a sudden he don't want to even lead the weight, So yeah, KQKC finna put it down tomorrow. Yo, the Wise Crush, what's happening with it? What it do? My man, he says, this nigga always changing his goddamn name. He be having my man, Mr. Sheldon, always be having a whole sentence for his name. He says, if you copy Mr. Sheldon, you're weird as F. What's happening with it, Mr. Sheldon? He said, only homosexuals is looking at another man's nipples. John Kramer said he heard Terence Crawford gonna sign with PBC in the next few days. I don't know. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about something that Errol Spence said that really caught my attention. Justin 9, what's happening with it? He said, do I know if they're gonna release Spence versus Ugas fight camp episodes? I don't know because they fighting on Showtime now, so the fight camp was a Fox thing, a PBC Fox thing. Now they fighting on Showtime. I don't know what they're gonna do. I know that whatever they was gonna do for Showtime, they should have already been doing it. We less than a month out. Y'all should have already been promoting this fight like a motherfucker right now. You know what I'm saying? You fighting in Dallas Cowboys Stadium. You got that shit hold 100,000+ seats. And I don't really see too much promotion for Errol Spence and Ugas. That's why, to me, with fights like this, I liked Fox a lot better because Fox, you gonna see that shit every time you turn on Fox. Every time you go to watch a game or you know what I'm saying or whatever, you gonna see that shit. You gonna see the promotion and the advertisement. You go to Fox FS1. Every time you go in the morning and watch Skip and Shannon, you gonna see that shit. But now with Showtime, I don't see too much promotion. You need to have shit like that in your face because I talked to my partner, he in Dallas, and he a boxing fan, but he don't follow like we do. And he said, "Oh man, when is the fight? Oh shit, man, I didn't even know the fight was on the 16th." Yeah, so you got to do a better job promoting. Ashley's Corner, salute to the queen, Ashley. Salute to you. And y'all go sub to Ashley's Corner. Like I tell you, her and Kwee, they know boxing. They know boxing. And they have great shows and great content. So make sure that y'all go sub to the ladies. Smooth Groove Boxing, what's happening with it? He says, these boys super suspect. I ain't ever watched a set of nipples that wasn't on a woman. Weirdos. Man, that's for real. Real talk. Like, why is you watching another man's nipples? I will never be able to understand. Mr. Shell said he got stalkers. Man, it's a lot of weirdos, man. If you jumping in these chats and coming in and going back and forth, you're gonna encounter a whole bunch of weirdos, on this YouTube. Mr. Steal Your Chin said he getting in niggas' asses on the 2K and Call of Duty. Man, I haven't played none one of them in so long. I just don't be having the time. I wish I did. Knockout Boxing 86, what's happening with it? My brother. What's your point? Number one, facts. What's happening with it? Yeah, so let me talk about this right quick, right? Let's talk about this. Now, and y'all hit my like button. If you came in the building and you ain't hit the like button yet, hit the like button. If you already been in the building and you ain't hit the like button, hit my like button. Yeah, now when that new boxing game come out, y'all, like I said, I got a PlayStation 5 and I never played that. It just sit there and collect dust. But when that new boxing game come out, if it ever do come out, that's one game I will be on playing. So if y'all be like, damn, Key ain't did a show in a month, y'all know what I'm doing. Hey, man, I can't wait for that shit to come out. Hey, I'm really gonna focus, get good on that game, because I want to come on, because I'm trying to get in everybody's ass. I'm trying to get in everybody's ass. Whoever want it when that game come out, hey, let me know. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so let's get into, I want to talk about this Devin Haney and George Kambosos situation. Yeah, man, I got Madden, but I'm kind of rusty on Madden. I got the newest one that came out. I'm rusty on it though. I gotta, step up my skills before I get talking that shit. St. Louis Mick said, when the new boxing game come out, I'm back on my gamer shit heavy. I'm telling you, people been waiting on the boxing game to come out, like 12 years now. Yeah, we could do all of that. Live stream tournaments, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whatever y'all want. I'm about whatever y'all think y'all about when it comes to that boxing game, if it ever come out. You feel me? Shit, we could do live. We could do it live and get it on right here. For real, I can't wait till that come out. But until then, we're going to keep wishing and praying and hoping it come out because, like I said, they didn't push that shit back for the last 2 years now. But back to this boxing, right? Back to this boxing. So, I haven't never used Twitch before, but I can figure out how to use it. But so back to the Dundada, what's happening with it? Salute. Now, Devin Haney and George Kambosos, they still at odds. Like, they still ain't agreed to shit, y'all, because now I was watching the interview with George Kambosos, and George Kambosos said, I don't want no rematch. It ain't gonna be no rematch clause. If I beat him, that's it. He said, if I beat him, that's it. Right? So I listened to George Kambosos say, hey, it ain't no rematch clause. If I beat him, it ain't no run backs. Right? And so I ain't gonna lie. I said, I don't have no problem with that. You got all the belts, so if you beat him, and you know what I'm saying, and he fuck around and lose, I don't have no problem with George Kambosos saying, nah, it can't be a rematch clause if I beat him. That's cool. That ain't even unfair to me. And Quee, salute Quee. And like I said, make sure that you go sub to Ashley's Corner and Quee. Y'all drop the links in the chat. Drop the links in the chat so everybody can sub to y'all. But yeah, so I was like, shit, I'm cool. Yeah, you got to go over there to Australia, but if you go over there and you fuck around and strike out, that's it. You know what I'm saying? That man, the A side. You feel me? He calling the shots. Unfortunately, he calling the shots, and that's just what it is. But right, so I couldn't. Now, what I had a problem with is if Devin Haney won, right? I had a problem with the rumors that were saying that even if Devin won, that George was going to have a rematch clause in the contract saying that Devin Haney was going to have to run it back and still go over there to Australia. Nah, I ain't feeling that shit. I wasn't feeling that. You can't tell this man, oh, yeah, I beat you, but I'm still running shit. Nah, you can't dictate the terms in both fights. No, we're not doing that. So I had a problem with that. But I really don't have no problem with George Kambosos saying, nah, it's a one-fight deal. If you lose, that's it. You know what I'm saying? If you lose, that's it. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Knockout, that's what he said. That's what I'm saying. Knockout boxing says as long as there's no rematch, both ways, I'm cool with that. But what I'm hearing is that, right? What I'm hearing is that Bill Haney is some discrepancy because they talking about it ain't no rematch clause, right? And Bill Haney ain't really feeling that. He like, nah, nuh-uh. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like they're at a standstill over the rematch. But it's like, you can't do that, Bill, because y'all asked for the shit. This is the fight that y'all wanted. Y'all said that y'all would take it, you know what I'm saying, under whatever terms that Lomachenko said he would take the fight under. And so the problem with that, when you came out and said that, you don't know what terms Lomachenko agreed to. You dig? You don't know what terms Lomachenko actually agreed to because that's their business. They not finna tell you what their business was. So George Kambosos and his people can say, hey, well, Lomachenko agreed to this. So we giving you the same contract. But you really don't know if Lomachenko agreed to all of that. You don't know that. So you kind of messed up the play saying that you would agree to everything that Lomachenko agreed to, because how are you going to know what that contract actually looked like? What was actually in that contract? You really don't know, because that's between George Kambosos and his people and Top Rank and Lomachenko and his people. So when you go back to now George Kambosos in the contract, it ain't no rematch clause. So George is saying, if I beat you, nah, you don't get a chance to get you to run it back. That's it. I'm gone. Well, you got to know that is a chance that you are taking. I don't have no problem with that. You feel me? Well, what's happening with it, Colonel Loco? Salute. Well, if you saying that Lomachenko sent the offer, I'm not telling you that you lying. I'm just saying what they saying, that they sent the offer to Lomachenko. Because they keep saying the same offer that you sent to Lomachenko. we giving you the same thing that Lomachenko accepted. So, you know, I don't really know how Lomachenko is sending offers, Conor Loco, when I mean, you know, when George Kambosos them is the one that got all the belts and they the A side. So whatever it is, they saying that they sent Lomachenko the offer. That's what they saying from the words that they using. So anyway, at the end of the day, you know, I don't have no problem with it. If they telling you that if George Kambosos beats Devin Haney, right? And they telling you it ain't no rematch. Well, it ain't no motherfucking rematch. That's just what it is. That's what you wanted. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, it is a high possibility you can go over there and get robbed. But that's the chance you taking. You the one that said that you'll fight him on Mars. You said you'll fight him anywhere, any and everywhere. That is the chance that you taking. You feel me? You can't say, oh, well, we want a rematch clause if we lose. Nah, hell nah. If that man beats you, even if you get robbed, that is the chance that you take in fighting a man in his country. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. So what you got to do, just like I told my OG KQKC, well, he got to go on there, he got to go into that fight, right? Knowing I'm not looking for no knockout. If the knockout is there, yeah, of course we gonna take it. But I'm going into this fight with total domination on my mind. I don't want to lose 1 second of no round. I gotta dominate every round of this fight. These rounds can't even be competitive. I gotta make this shit so where I'm landing everything and he can't hit me. I gotta stay on the outside, use my jab, use my legs. Every time he try to close the distance, I gotta make him pay. And that's just how I gotta go. If I gotta fucking run and pop shot this motherfucker all night to win the fight, that's just how it gotta go. I gotta win every round clearly. It can't be competitive. Because rematch or no rematch, if you think that you finna go over to that man's country and beat him in a highly competitive fight, you got another thing coming. It ain't finna happen. You dig? Conor Loca said Lomachenko sent the offer because Kambosos don't have a network. That's why it happened that way. Well, if Kambosos don't have no network and Lomachenko sent the offer, Conor, how is Kambosos sending the offer to Devin Haney if he ain't got no network? And you are right. He don't have a network, but you got to explain how that shit's working to me. How Lomachenko had to send the offer, right, when he was dealing with Lomachenko, but now they have to send the offer to Devin Haney because I'm not seeing how that shit works. Oh, he sent what Lomachenko sent. Okay, I understand what you said now. He said he sent what Lomachenko sent. Me, if that's what it is, that's what it is. That ain't what they said, but that's what it is because Bill Haney, yeah, I mean, he could have did that. He could have just basically, you know, he could say, oh, this is the same contract that Lomachenko sent us. So we just gonna send you over the same contract that Lomachenko has sent us and we agreed to. So yeah, okay. Mr. Steal Your Chin says Pro Bellum. Yeah, he working with Pro Bellum. They linked up with Lou DiBella. Lou DiBella and Pro Bellum, right? Yeah, they working together, but they still looking for a network to have the fight on. They still looking for a network to have the fight on. So yeah, that make a lot more sense now that you put it. You know what I'm saying? You put it in them terms, Kono. KQKC Boxing Network says no, he didn't. That's not true. What's not true, KQ? Clarify what you mean, KQ. But yeah, at the end of the day, like I said, I don't have no problem with it. I don't have no problem with Kambosos saying if this is true, if this is the problem holding up the fight, Bill Haney got to, you know what I'm saying, he got to make up with his mind. Devin Haney people, they got to make up their mind what the fuck they want to do. If that man beat you, it ain't no motherfucking rematch. If he said it ain't no rematch, that's just what it is. If that's the same shit that Lomachenko had agreed to, well, that's just what it is. If that's the only thing that's holding up the fight, right? If that's the only thing that's holding up the fight, hey, it is what it is. You said you would take the same shit that Lomachenko took. Okay, well, hold your word. Hold that. That's all I'm saying. KQKC says, no, that's not true. Haney got a new contract, not Loma contract. Okay. See, now we got discrepancies. Carlo Loco saying it's the same exact contract that Loma got, and KQ saying nah. And I know that KQ recently talked to Bill Haney, so it is what it is, man. I don't know, I don't know what the hell was in the contract. I ain't read it. J.A. Dixon said, y'all gonna go crazy trying to believe in Bill. Man, I don't believe in nobody. Shit. Whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's the same contract, a different contract, whatever it may be, if the holdup is Devin Haney and his people not wanting to sign the contract because it's no rematch if Kambosos take him over there to goddamn Australia and win, whether it's a robbery or however it go. Well, you said that's what you wanted. If that's the holdup, sign the motherfucking contract and get the shit cracking. Sign the contract and get the shit cracking if that's the holdup. You know what I'm saying? Knockout say, bruh, I don't understand. Bill wants to protect his son and get him the rematch clause, but sometimes you got to take the risk. Let Devin go over there and beat his ass and come back home if he can do it. Right, bruh. If you think, if y'all believe that, and I'm not saying I don't believe that Devin that good, but if y'all believe that Devin is that great, we got Dank Father saying that Devin will wash anybody from 130 to all the way up to 140 pounds. He washes everybody. He said, can't nobody compete with him but maybe Tank Davis. If y'all think he that goddamn great, he should go over there and beat the dog shit out of Kambosos, and the fight shouldn't even be questionable if he that great, right? Because just like I told KQ, I said, KQ, I didn't see Kambosos. I went back and I watched Kambosos' fights, right? About 3 of his fights before he fought Teofimo Lopez. And I never saw nothing great in Kambosos. Real talk. He was at best a B. He was like a B- level fighter. When I saw Kambosos fight, when I went back and watched his fights, and I'm saying other than the Teofimo Lopez fight, right? I was like, okay, he's cool. He's an all right fighter. Nothing jumped out to me about him. He was all right fighter. You know what I'm saying? He did nothing special at all. Then we saw him fight Teofimo Lopez, but we seen the style of fight that Teofimo came out there, big-headed, thought he was just going to go out there, run through this dude in 1 or 2 rounds, and it didn't end like that. It didn't go like that. Teofimo wasn't ready for that shit, right? He didn't even prepare himself to be ready. Now, ask me, from the fights that I saw Teofimo in, right, before he fought George Kambosos, and the fights that I saw George Kambosos in before he fought Teofimo, if you ask me, I say Teofimo run through him fucking 10 times out of 10. If Teofimo game is right, if his head is on right, he run through Kambosos 10 times out of 10. Straight up. Now, has Kambosos just got that much better? I don't know. Maybe. But if you're doing your proper film work on George Kambosos, I don't see what Devin Haney and Bill Haney worried about a goddamn rematch for. Because what I saw was the type of caliber of fighter that if Devin Haney is good as y'all saying he is, he should be able to run through this dude with no question. These rounds shouldn't even be competitive. They shouldn't even be competitive. Shouldn't. Not at all. So what is it? What is it? I mean, we've seen robberies in boxing, but come on now. If you go out here and beat the brakes off this dude, beat him 12 rounds to nothing, and these rounds ain't competitive, you ain't got shit to worry about. You beat him 10 rounds to 2, but the 10 rounds that you whoop him in, they ain't even fucking competitive at all. You beat him by a large shot. You ain't got nothing to worry about. So I'm saying, like, I understand promoting your fighters, but you can't hype them up and put them on a pedestal and act like that they the best thing and they just so far above everybody else, because now you got to prove that. You got to be able to really prove that, right? And I think that Devin Haney is a hell of a fighter, but now you got to be able to go in there and take it to another level. People were saying that. People were saying, yeah, Shakur Stevenson gonna have a hard time with Jamel Herring. He went in there and took it to another level. Jamel Herring wasn't even competitive. He wasn't even competitive in that fight. He couldn't even compete with Shakur Stevenson. Now it's Devin Haney time to put on a performance like that. When people was saying that, goddamn, when Floyd Mayweather went and fought Diego Corrales, a lot of motherfuckers were scared for Floyd. Oh, Diego is dangerous. Diego is this. Diego Corrales is this. That was Floyd Mayweather's coming out fight. What Floyd do? Floyd went out there and he beat the dog shit out of Diego Corrales, and it wasn't even competitive. The fight wasn't even competitive. So, yeah, you in that man country, you're going to have to put on a performance like that. You're going to have to put on a Shakur Stevenson, Jamel Herring performance. You're going to have to put on a Floyd Mayweather, Diego Corrales performance. You're going to have to put on that type of performance if people are putting you on that pedestal. They compare you to Mayweather. They compare you to greats. So you got to go out there and be great. Shit like this happens sometime in boxing. And once you do that, I highly doubt that you will ever be in that position to where you will have to do something like that ever again. You won't be in that position no more. But sometimes you got to do shit like that to prove. Errol Spence had to go over to the UK in Kell Brook's backyard, and he stopped him. He stopped him against all odds. He had to get it done, and he got it done. No matter what nobody say, he went over there and he got the shit done. So Devin Haney got to get the shit done however he got to get it done. Rematch clause or no rematch clause? I'm not trying to hear that shit. Straight up and down. I'm not trying to hear that. Let me get through some of y'all comments. He said, Knockout said they worry about going to Australia and getting robbed. That's a part of the game. You got to make it so they can't rob you. And you got to make it so clear to where if they do rob you, it's going to have to be an investigation. And George Kambosos is going to have so much of backlash, right? He going to fucking go through a Tim fucking Bradley. He going to be wanting to kill himself and all type of shit. I don't know what the hell you talking about, Zenith. Ain't shit crazy about nothing what I said. It's clear. If it's now, let me repeat it to you real slow, Zenith. If the rematch clause is the only holdup, meaning that if George Kambosos beats Devin Haney, and George Kambosos is saying you don't get a rematch if I beat you, if that is the only holdup, yeah, I'm saying he needs to sign the contract. Straight up and down. Juwan Ramos says, I don't even know why we having this conversation. Sign the damn contract. Been crying for the fight for how long? Yeah, sign the contract. I want to hear that shit. Oh, man, they don't want to give us a rematch if we fuck around and get robbed. That's what come with the territory. My man Batman in the building. He says, one thing I know, Mayweather would have signed the day. He says the day contract, if he said what Devin said, I know that for a fact. He said Mayweather would have signed that day. 817 says, I'm with Key on he says, I'm with Key on the foot on I'm with Key on the foot in your mouth before you see the paperwork. But I'm not buying the hold up for a rematch because they scared of getting fucked. Hey, that it come with the territory. You knew that when you said that shit. When he said that you're gonna have to fight him over in Australia, you knew that it was a big chance that if it go to the scorecards, you could get fucked over. Knockout said, my issue is that Haney projects a lot of confidence. Now, when it's time to really show the confidence by taking the fight with less favorable terms, there is an issue. Don't let us down. We've been riding. Hey, I'm just saying, if this is the case, hey, get your motherfucking pen to moving. You feel me? If this is the case, you need to get the pen to moving. You ain't the A side. That man deserved to be the A side. That man beat the man who was the man. (817) says, are we 100% sure the fight is being held up? Well, if I didn't have some real good inside facts, that's the reason I wouldn't even brought it up. I'm going to leave it at that. Ricky Williams, Mr. Make the fucking fight. Right, Ricky. Make the fucking fight. Get it done. Sheena says the judges is going to make it a draw even if Devin beat him. Well, that's why you got to make it so clear that they can't make it no draw. Yeah, if it's competitive rounds, yeah, they going to do some. He either going to lose or it's going to be a draw. Make it so it ain't competitive. This is your coming out fight. This is your show off fight. This is your fight where you get a chance to show that you on that whole nother level. The greats did it. Is you great? If you great, you can do it. The Queen Kui is in the building. She says the only thing Dev should have to be concerned about is the wildlife out there, but unfortunately, boxing politics or lack thereof is the reason why these fights can't get made in a timely manner. Right, Kui? Right. Real talk. You can't go into a fight worrying about, oh, if it go to the scorecard, they might rob me. You can't worry about that shit. If you, right, just like Knockout said, right? If you really have the confidence that you display to the, you know what I'm saying, to everybody, that you display to all the fans and everybody, if you really had that confidence like that, that shit wouldn't even cross your mind. Only thing on your mind is I'm finna go out here, I'm finna beat the dog shit out this dude, I'm finna wash him, and I'm finna take all my belts and get the hell on out of Australia. Quickly said, don't take this long to make a fight. It's too much going on. Yeah, and I'm kind of sick of talking about it, but you know, just giving y'all an update what's going on. You feel me? Man, Coach, you said y'all don't know what's going on. This is speculation. Like I said, Coach, before, I'm not talking about what Kambosos said out of Kambosos. Like I said, I wouldn't have brought it up if I didn't have some inside shit, right? I wouldn't have said nothing. So you can't tell me I don't know what's going on. Let me see. Now, as far I know, that's one of the factors what's going on, Coach. Now, as far as if it's anything else, I don't know. Q Trucker says Floyd took the B, then he said took the B side, then De La Hoya, and all his bullish demands to become the man. Right. You have to let's stop. Let's stop treating Devin Haney like he's just so far above everybody else, and nobody else has to go through these obstacles to get to where they want to get. You feel me? Let's stop acting like Devin Haney is the only fighter that's had to go through obstacles like this to get to where they want to get. We got to keep the same energy for all these fighters. Keep the same energy for all of these fighters. Just like my man Batman said, you niggas wasn't talking this shit when it was Gary Russell. You niggas wasn't talking this shit when it was Gary Russell. When Gary Russell said, nah, this ain't right, and this ain't right, y'all was telling Gary, sign the contract, little Gary. Gary ducking. Gary scared. His little big head ass needs to sign the contract. If he don't sign the contract, he's scared. Y'all wanted Devin Haney, y'all wanted my man Gary Russell to sign a goddamn contract if Bill's name was spelled wrong on the contract, on the term sheet. Bill's name was spelled wrong on the term sheet, but y'all wanted Gary Russell to sign it. Let's not forget that. But now it's a whole different story. Now y'all crying, talking about Devin shouldn't have to sign if he don't got no rematch clause. What is we doing here? Y'all love to move the goalposts. DW, what's happening with it? Salute. He says, Dev better get with Blue now and go over there and stop Kambosos. Man, I don't know. I don't think that he needs to focus on stopping him. He just needs to focus on dominating every round. And I'm a big Devin Haney fan. I fuck with Devin Haney heavy, but hey, like I said, at the end of the day, let's stop. You know what I'm saying? Let's stop moving the goalposts for this fighter, but for this fighter, it ain't the same. If you gonna keep it 100, keep it the same way with both fighters, with all of the fighters. Jawan Ramos says, what happened to I'll go to Jupiter? Say, man. He says, I hope Dev don't let us down. He said, I hope Dev not gonna let me down for real. Yeah, man. Cassandra Mason in the building. Salute to the queen. Zulu Lion 1. What it do? And I don't think Dev's scared to take no fight. I think that reality starts setting in and they realize, like, damn, this fight could be competitive. And if it is competitive, we might, you know what I'm saying, get fucked on the scorecards. That is a chance that you got to take. If you're as great as you say you is, go out there, watch the man, make sure that it ain't nowhere near competitive. KQKC says, let's ask Bill Haney when I interview him on Monday at 12:30 p.m. Central. Yeah, and yeah, KQKC coming with that work. He got Ronnie Shields tomorrow, y'all. And then on Monday, he coming right back with Bill Haney. So yeah, you're going to be able to find out. But at the end of the day, we know Bill Haney going to have one story and George Kambosos got the other story. That's just, you know, how this shit is. Ricky Williams said, we all know that he wouldn't do this to Lomo. Stop that shit. This is Devin moment to flip the apple card. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Whatever he would do to Lomachenko, that's between them. You feel me? If that man came out and said, I'll fight you on Jupiter, I don't give a damn what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to take the same, whatever y'all gave Lomachenko, we'll take it. He said that shit. You can't say some shit and then act like the man didn't say that shit. That's just what it is. My whole thing yesterday on Devin Haney's behalf, I said, yeah, he said that. So whatever it is for the first fight, that's what it is. I said, but he, Kambosos and his team, they can't dictate the terms on no rematch. But now we hearing it ain't even no rematch. So what the fuck is the problem? What is the problem? It shouldn't be no problem. Especially if the man saying he don't want no rematch. Fuck it. Go in there and beat his ass. But I'm gonna drop some links and we're gonna get down to these this last cook. Then I'm gonna get up out of here. So I'm gonna drop a few links if you want to come in, you know what I'm saying, and cook for a second. Y'all welcome to come in. And I'm gonna make it clear because I'm not gonna be on here all day. So I'm gonna drop so 4 people can get up on the panel. After that, you know, it is what it is. 4 people can get up on the panel. So if you got something to say, you know what I'm saying, here's your chance. And I'm gonna pin the link. Yes, sir. What's happening with it, my brother?
What's up with it? What's up with it?
What it do? G5, what's happening with it?
What it do, man? What's good, Key?
Yeah.
Yeah, do the
man,
A17 change the icon?
Huh?
Yep, that's him. I see the beard. I know that nigga.
Yeah,
was good, bro.
A17.
It just don't make sense to me, y'all. It just don't make sense to me because, I mean, check it out, Key. All right, so rematch is your big thing. Well, the fight going down in Australia. So if you worried about the fuckery, right, and rematch is your thing, it ain't like he gonna rematch you in America off a motherfucking loss. You lost, so how you gonna call where we gonna rematch? Your ass gonna rematch right back here. So if rematch was the thing, then your ass running right back into the same fire the second time. That ain't no shit you really gonna, you know what I'm saying, fight over. And if you thinking about a rematch and worried about a rematch going in like that on some fuckery shit, then your ass lost already. You know what I'm saying? I just don't. Me, just like we talked about with Church in the background, Lord Devin Haney, and he gonna. I just don't think that ain't the type of time they on, and I can't wait till Monday so they can pose that question to Bill. I want to see how he answer, because like you said, one side gonna say one thing, the other side gonna say something else. My mama used to say, you know what I'm saying, the truth lies somewhere in between. You dig what I'm saying? And hopefully we'll be able to tell from that. But that shit just don't make sense to me. If the first fight was in was somewhere neutral or some shit like that, or something extra, then yeah, if it was something else. But that don't make sense. If the first fight in Australia, the second one gonna be there too.
And I'm gonna say this: the reason why I came up with the reason why I'm talking about this is because I talked to somebody that had talked to Bill Haney, right? And he told him that, you know, he had a problem. He wasn't feeling because George Kambosos didn't want to get him a rematch if Kambosos won or whatever.
I ain't saying that who you ain't talked to,
no. So I ain't just coming on here saying some shit, you know what I'm saying, just to say some shit. That's why I'm talking about it. So I have and I told, you know what I'm saying, I told him when I heard that, I said, Bill can't. That now you know what I'm saying. Now you sounding you going back on your shit.
Yeah, that shit just, I mean, it just don't make sense to me. I mean, I'm not saying that it didn't happen. I'm not saying that ain't what the fuck going on. You did. It just don't make sense to me. If you worried about the fuckery so much to where you gotta have a rematch on a loss, the rematch gonna be in the same fucking place. You know what I'm saying? Is my logic fucked up?
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. The rematch gonna be in the same motherfucking place.
Right. So it ain't gonna matter. I mean, it ain't gonna matter off a loss, nigga. It ain't like you win or something. You know, if it's something like that, like if Dev win or something, and Kambosos wanted a rematch, you know what I'm saying? But he wanted it back in Australia, and Dev wanted it to be in America. Okay, I can understand that being a sticking point or some shit like that. But we talking about a Devin Haney loss. We already know it's gonna be in Australia. Hell. So what the fuck is that? That shit lame. That just sound like we scared. That don't even sound like we scared of losing. That just sounds like we don't want the fight. It just, to me, it's got to be something else.
Well, like I said, man. Like I said, bro. The man, like I said, I was told that that's what Bill Haney said out of his own mouth. That was the problem.
Well, we'll hear Bill. KQ gonna line him up and ask him. You know what I'm saying? Because if he don't, shit, I'm gonna be on KQ. Be like, come on, OG, hold his feet to the fucking fire.
J.A. Dixon said Bill gonna come on Monday and sell niggas an 87 Camry with 250,000 miles for 30K and motherfuckers gonna buy it.
He real, because he a fast talking ass nigga. But I mean, even when he was on Fred, you know what I'm saying? Some of the shit he said, you know, we tried to call him out on or whatever. So it's up to the chat and up to KQ to hold him accountable.
I'm gonna let y'all know one thing. You ain't gonna jam Bill up in nothing. You know what I'm saying? If you know Bill did, you not finna jam him up in shit. So, but salute to Bill Haney. You know what I'm saying? This is a fast talking nigga right there, man. Everybody know one of them niggas that's a fast talking nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Real talk.
Yeah, hey, they quick draw McGraw with that mouthpiece, boy. So say something, you like, oh shit. So
you know what I'm saying?
I get it.
Man, go ahead and cook. Let me know what you think about this situation. What you think, you know, if this is the case, G5.
Man, I look at it like this. First of all, I know I'm a gym rat in Devin Haney. I know I'm working my ass off. I'm going to stay in shape. I'm going to do my damn thing. Me mentally, okay, I turn up when people try to put me against my back against the wall. I don't know. Maybe that's I don't know. I ain't going to knock nobody's state, but maybe that's a Texas thing. You know what I'm saying? If you try to box us in like, oh, you tell us we can't do something, bet that. I'm about to prove all y'all asses wrong. So if you say, oh, it's one fight, okay, I'm gonna make sure I mop your ass to make it fuck with the judge. He can pick the judges. I don't give a fuck about none of that. So I believe in my skills and my hands so much. shit, if you can't hit me, then shit, you gonna look like a fool. So my goal is to go in there and embarrass your ass at home and make you feel like shit. You know what I'm saying? And Devin got to know, if you gonna know you're a better boxer than him, and you after 3 or 4 rounds and he can't hit you, bro, he's gonna start to lose confidence. I don't give a fuck who you are. If you can't hit somebody, you start to lose confidence and you start swinging for the fences. That's when you capitalize. I want fuck a rematch, all that shit. If you don't get it, oh well. If you really want undisputed, like y'all say y'all do, fuck a rematch. Go in there and go do your goddamn thing. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I look at it. Like, you already an overall better fighter. Just go out there and go prove it. Don't doubt yourself now, or because it's not a rematch, fuck it. Well, go out there and go mop his ass. And then make him beg your ass for a rematch. And then don't give it to him. You know what I'm saying? You gotta play chess out here. Quit playing checkers and shit. You know what I'm saying? If you want to fight that bad, like I said, and they said ain't no rematch, you should have known that when he didn't get the Loma fight, and he gonna get Loma a fight because he a white boy. Let's be always fucking with it. Kambosos don't want to lose to no nigga. Come on, man. He's not finna give you 2 chances to whoop his ass. Because after the first time, you're gonna know what to expect or what he coming with. So, man, just sign that shit, go over there, whoop his ass, get them belts, come back, and go on forward or with your fucking career. That's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't too hard. You wanted to fight. If he got it, and it's already signed or whatever, the contract is right there. Go ahead and get that shit and get it out the way. You know what I'm saying? Fuck what the judges got going on. Fuck who they select. Go do your motherfucking thing. You shouldn't even be worrying about getting fucked. If you get fucked, you worry about that shit at the end of the motherfucking fight, not before. You know what I'm saying? But it's a mental game. You already giving up the mental aspect of the game. Hell no. So, nigga, just make the fight, go over there and whoop his ass and get it over.
Real talk. Man, I don't know which one of y'all came in first. My brother Knockout, my brother Batman. Which one of y'all came in first?
Bat was in first, bro.
Go ahead, Knockout.
I'll go there. Look, bro, I'm here to tell y'all, it don't matter what it is, bro. It could be the rematch, like he was told, and everybody's in the chat and talking about right now. It could be less money. It could be some TV right. It don't matter what it is, bro, or if it's all of that shit. He got to take this fight, bro. Sometimes shit is bigger than the shit you trying to negotiate and trying to make sure you got leverage and trying to put yourself in a position. At some point, you get to a point, especially in this boxing shit, bro. These great fighters, they get to a point where you got to go in that hole and you got your back against the wall and you got to show them what type of line you is with your back against the wall, bro. It don't matter what it is, y'all. Like, it don't matter if it's the rematch shit, the money, whatever it is. You done put yourself in a position, bro. Remember, you the boogeyman, right? Remember, you the next Floyd and shit. That's what you know. Guys like my brother Right Side, that's what they'll try to tell me. You got all these great skills and shit. It seemed like Bill Haney or whomever trying to protect somebody that don't need no protection. Devin Haney is good enough to protect himself, ain't it? That's like somebody trying to hire John Wick a bodyguard, bro. John Wick don't need no goddamn bodyguard. He can protect himself, bro. So I don't care what it is, bro. They cannot get to this point and then try to over-negotiate because, like, look at the lay of the land, bro. George Kambosos was signed to fight Vasily Lomachenko for real. He already didn't pick you. They not negotiating with you because this is the fight they want, bro. They not running around this whole trying to make the fight with you because they think it's a great fight. They running around this whole trying to make the fight with you because the fight that they really wanted fell through, dog. The shit fell through, bro. You're not a first option, so you can't be in this whole trying to negotiate this and negotiate that because you're going to give them an excuse to pull away from the fight and then blame you. They'll pull away from the fight and then blame you. And guess what some boxing fans will do? They'll be right there with them. Yeah, man, Devin Haney, man, outpriced himself, man. Why is he even trying to negotiate? You know he the B-side. You know he the B-side. Shit, you know, Kambosos got 3 belts. He beat the man. Teofimo Lopez was the man, and Teofimo Lopez was the man because he beat the man. Then Kambosos, he beat him, so he was the man. And Devin Haney, he tried to over-negotiate. So it's on him. That's his fault. That's not Kambosos' fault, even though it's clear as hell that Kambosos never wanted to fight and he ducking his ass, bro. You got to know this shit. And if your son is what he says he is, Bill, all his fans that swear by him, if he what he say, y'all, if he what y'all say he is, then shit, bro, like this shouldn't even really be an issue. Like this easy work, right? This shit easy work. So I stand on record, bro. I don't give a damn if it's the rematch clause. I don't give a damn if they're trying to get that man $1 million, bro. Him getting that fight and beating Kambosos is worth more than all of that shit, and he need to take the shit, bro. Stop trying to over negotiate and just go get your belts, bro. Go over there and bring them hoes back home, dog. Straight up and down. That's all I got on it, man.
Straight up, I feel you. And my man Batman, what you got on this?
What's up, Key? What's up? What's up, Knockout? What's up,
man? You know, bad. Just chilling, man. Tired of all this, this fake shit running around here, man.
Man. Shit. I don't hear his fans or people who was backing him saying what he was saying. When he thought Loma had that fight, he said he would do anything. Now what's going on? What's happening? Why ain't he signed a contract? Ain't nobody on his head. The BFTB, Blue Blood, they ain't on his head. Why ain't he signed a contract yet? All the guys is telling me he's the next Floyd Mayweather. I know, when Floyd think, man, nigga barbecue chicken, man, Floyd signed the contract, gonna get what he need to go get.
And bad, especially on the way up, bro.
Yes.
Especially on the way up, bro.
So that was Pretty Boy. So he was with all of it.
Yeah, he was with all the smoke. But now in that interview I saw earlier this morning, it confirms to me y'all not y'all own bosses, man. Cause why is Eddie getting y'all paperwork? Cause this shit not about to be on the zone, right? This shit about to be on Pro Bellum. Why is Eddie getting y'all paperwork? Why what's the shit called?
DHP.
Why that shit ain't at the forefront? Why the contract ain't come through your motherfucking whatever, your email, your motherfucking fax machine? And y'all niggas bluffing over there, man. Y'all need to hurry up and sign this contract for everybody to stop crying and bitching about you getting a fight. You just had these people for like a whole 2 months crying about you and bitching about you getting a fight, dog. You about to let everybody down? I'm just saying, is he about to let everybody down? Because of rematch clause?
I sure hope not, dog. I've been riding for him to get that fight, and now it's right there, bro. You got to sign that shit and go beat that dude's ass, bro. You have to, dog.
You was just about to get a man extra money and everything.
Mm-hmm.
When you thought Lomachenko had that fight, you was just about to, I'll take less money. I'll do this. I'll do that. Man, now what's going on? Now Bill was talking about on the joint, he want to see Loma Hancock on the contract that he signed.
That shit don't even matter though, bro. That shit don't even what that shit matter, bro. That shit don't even matter, dog. What the fuck are you talking about, bro?
Oh shit.
Man.
Oh shit, y'all need to be trying this shit, nigga.
Nah, bro, but real talk, like if I'm doing business with you,
he want to see motherfucking
it's John Hancock, bro. His signature, bro. He want to see that shit. Bro.
Niggas gotta keep the same fucking energy, bro.
Listen, that shit. If I got a fight, if Key had a fight with G5 and I've been chasing Key down and he don't want to fight me, and somehow G5 pull out that hole, and now me and Key doing bidding, we about to fight. I don't give a fuck what he had with G5. That ain't none of my business, bro.
Let's get it. That's it. That's the only thing I'm
business, bro. I'm trying to get the smoke, bro.
Mr. Steal Your Chin said, yep, he said it on the Boxer Voice interview yesterday.
Nah, bro. Nah,
bullshit. That's what he said.
Oh shit, y'all got me motherfucking crying in this bitch.
I'm just saying that Man, ain't nobody pocket watching nobody. My Nails, ain't nobody pocket watching him. No, he the one came out and said he gonna take less money. He gonna do this when he thought.
Hey, Coach, hold on, Coach. Coach said y'all one-sided. Coach, you need to look in the mirror and point that finger right in the mirror. Ain't nobody one-sided but you, Coach. Ain't nobody one-sided, but we in the middle. We just talking rational.
I'm talking when he talking. He said he would do anything.
You, Coach, you so huge, such a huge Devin Haney fan. It ain't no wrong that they can do on their side. Ain't no wrong that they can do on their side to you, Coach. But we one-sided because we saying, hey, if you said that, and if this is the hold up for the fight, you need to sign the contract and get the fuck on with the fight. So we one-sided for saying that? Come on, Coach.
Hey, you know what the headline will be, back? If he say if he don't sign this contract and make this fight, bro, the quote that they gonna be having and making mockery of his ass is that I'll go to Jupiter and fight you. And they gonna kill him in the media on that shit. You said you go Jupiter, but what happened? You know what I'm saying? They gonna wear his ass out. That's why you gotta keep the same energy. It ain't no shade or no hate to Devin Haney. Shit, we feel like you can beat him. But shit, if sometimes people don't want to give you a rematch. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is.
He's right, though. Coach is right. Coach is right. I don't know what's going on, but here's what I do know. I know that multiple reports came out saying that Haney and them had an offer, and that I didn't hear Bill Haney or Devin Haney say, "Nah, we ain't received shit." So they didn't debunk that. So I'm assuming that it's true that they got an offer. So they have some sort of offer on the table that they going back and forth with. And what I'm saying is, Coach, is as clearly as I can say, OG, is that whatever that offer is, he got to take that shit. He got to take it.
But check this out, y'all.
Because he said he want to smoke like that. He want to be undisputed. He got to go get that shit, bro. It can't be no negotiations and shit, bro.
Knockout. Check this out, though. You forgetting that Eddie Hearn came out and said, yeah, I got the contract. I read the contract. And Bill Haney and Devin should have no problem. It shouldn't be no problem with them signing the contract. So what's the problem?
That's all I'm saying, bro. Like at the end of the day, I can understand negotiations when you negotiating with somebody and that was your first choice, bro. You got so much evidence showing that this man ain't want to fight you for real, bro. Like I said earlier when I first came on here, the man already tried to go make another fight and broke his word the first time. Because see, I'm old enough to remember back when he was fighting Teofimo Lopez leading up to that fight, he said he was going to fight Devin Haney, bro. He said he needed to fight him for the real undisputed. Then the moment he beat Teofimo Lopez, the man started saying he got to see what type of performance people have. And he got to go on the tour and shit. Start calling himself the emperor. And then he went and made another fight. Like he been trying to flake on y'all from jump. And so now you get an offer. You finally get some shit where his name on it. They gonna do the fighting shit. Man, you sign that shit so fucking fast so they can't change their mind, dog. You don't be trying to negotiate with them people because I'm telling y'all right now, bro, they are looking for anything that they can do to back out of this shit and then blame your ass. And then George Kambosos is going to go fight some unnamed kangaroo up in Australia that we ain't never fucking even heard of, bro.
And y'all got
mad as shit. You have a bunch of people making excuses for Devin Haney talking about George Kambosos ducked him when he should have just signed the shit, bro.
But y'all got to go with the narrative Devin Haney ducked. Because if he don't sign the contract, what is he? What he doing? I mean, y'all, you know, a couple of people still saying that about Gary Russell Jr., man. I just want to know, man.
But why is your promoter, right, saying, oh, yeah, I got the contract. I read the and it should be no problem with Devin and Bill signing the contract and we getting this fight done now. Why Eddie Hearn say some shit like that if it was some shit in the contract that was so fucked up? Why would Eddie Hearn say that? That's all I'm asking, Coach.
Yeah, you know, bro. It's somebody got to do something, bro. Like either say, hey, we signed the shit or it ain't on us. Like, but Bill Haney got a huge platform, bro. He can go anywhere. Everybody want to interview him. He talk to everybody. why he ain't over here debunking all the shit that's coming from the other side, bro? Just like we was on. See, this is the thing. I'm old enough to remember this too. When Caleb Plant came out and said all that shit about Canelo, about how they gave him everything that they was looking for, and how he wanted this, he wanted that, and Canelo's team didn't come out and debunk it. I remember a lot of people who are arguing with me right now. They were like, "Yeah, that mean Caleb Plant telling the truth because Canelo didn't come out and say shit." But now that the shit is flipping, and you don't hear Devin Haney, you don't hear Eddie Hearn, you don't hear Bill Haney debunking none of the shit that's going on right now. So what shit? I really don't know what's going on, bro. I really don't know. Like, nah, bro. Either debunk this shit, let us know that they lying on your ass, or sign that goddamn contract, bro. That's it. That's all. That's all I'm trying to say, bro. And this ain't no hate or no shade to him. Y'all know I've been rocking for Devin Haney, bro. Like, all you gotta do is check the content. Every time I'm on here with Key, like, I like that young man. I like his attitude up to this point. What I'm saying is the same shit I'm gonna say to Errol Spence if he do some crazy funny shit after he fight Udenis Ugas, bro. Do not change up on me now, bro. Don't change up now. You've been rocking. You've been real. You've been doing your thing this whole time. Go ahead and do your thing, bro, and go find this shit and go beat his ass, dog.
We from Dallas, and we'll be on Arrowhead. Straight up. Everybody can get it.
Right. But now, Coach, you want to, you don't know this and you don't know that. You wasn't saying that when we was talking about Jamal Charlo, Coach. You know what I'm saying? Now that it's Devin Haney, your favorite fighter, now is, we don't know this and we need to stop this and he don't need to. Come on, Coach. Now you ain't keeping the same energy, Coach. You ain't keeping the same energy, Coach. W. Right side says, Dev called for the fight. I don't care what's in the contract, sign it. You can't sell a bag of goods and start talking crazy with the offer on the table. All right.
You missed one too, kid.
And salute to W. Right side, and he's a huge Devin Haney fan. We all Devin Haney fans.
Zulu dropped you one. Zulu dropped you one before that, bro.
Oh, I missed it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right above it. Right above it a little bit.
You know what I'm saying? And we all rooting for Devin Haney. We all riding for Devin Haney. But at the end of the day,
Coach asked for
what it is. Zulu Line says one of them scared and the other one glad he's scared. Salute, y'all. But Coach say what?
He said drop the link for him. He won't hop up.
Okay. Yeah, I'll send it to your email. But we gonna have to hurry up because I gotta move. We're gonna have to move on. We're gonna have to move on because I gotta get this last topic in.
Man, I mean, look, man, he need to hurry up and sign the fight. That's what
Coach need to sign with DHP Promotions. Hey, for real. Coach like money when it comes to Devin Haney. Coach is like money when it comes to Canelo.
I got Devin over everybody.
Devin, they can't do no wrong.
All right, look, man, he got to sign this contract, go over here and get his belts, like he said he want.
Man, sound like you hoping that if he don't sign the contract, you just gonna go on a whole tour on YouTube.
I ain't going on no tour for him. I just want him to hurry up and get his fight. And if they cheat him, I'm gonna say he got the shit whipped out of him. I'm gonna say he lost to. I'm gonna say the same shit he said.
You crazy as hell, Batman.
That man crazy as hell. Dog.
That man crazy as hell.
That man ain't got no sense.
Now y'all gonna fucking see.
Oh, you on here acting like my brother Money Brown.
Man, I'm not acting like. Hold on, wait a minute.
You act like Money Brown like he do with Canelo.
Hold on.
Hold on.
You're not gonna put me in that class. That's some bullshit. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying he don't need to sign a contract. What I am saying is we don't know what the fuck is in the contract. We don't know. That's the fucking point I'm making. And that's a good thing. I'm glad QKC gonna have him on the show. He can ask him the tough questions. And before we just jump, just sign it. Man, we don't fucking know what's in the contract. Y'all niggas tripping.
Coach, I'm gonna tell you like this again. I spoke to somebody behind the scenes that had just spoke to Bill Haney, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they told me what Bill Haney said when he spoke to him, right? Not finna say no name, but they told me that, hey, Bill Haney was he had a problem with George Kambosos didn't want to put no contract, no rematch clause.
Well, then that's some bullshit. Then Bill fucked up for that.
Didn't want to have no rematch clause if he win.
He won a one-way rematch clause. He won. He won a
one-way rematch clause.
Yeah, he won a one-way rematch clause.
Yeah. I mean, it could. So I didn't get down to details.
Now, if that's the case, then Bill and them need to sign a fucking contract. Is the money
with
right?
That being said, right? So, and it's crazy because when I was told this, I had just got done watching the interview with Kambosos, and Kambosos said, if I beat him, nah, ain't no rematch. I'm moving on. Ain't no rematch.
So somebody lying. So somebody lying.
Well, what you mean they lying? They both
somebody
saying the same
lying.
shit.
Kambosos said if he lose, it's no rematch.
So Kambosos, right? Kambosos said when Kambosos was asked, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you beat Devin Haney, is there a rematch clause? And Kambosos said no.
Oh, no, you mean if he beat Devin Haney?
Yeah, if I beat him, this is what Kambosos said. If I beat when I beat Devin Haney, when I beat his ass, it ain't gonna be no rematches. I'm moving on to bigger and better things. I'm moving on. This is what Kambosos.
So now if they
hold
ask
on,
him
let me finish real quick, coach, and I'm gonna let you cook. And so that's what Kambosos said. He didn't say nothing about if I lose.
It's probably one-way rematch.
The question was if I beat him, it ain't no rematch, right? And so when I talked to who I talked to, and they said what they said that they had talked to Bill Haney, and Bill Haney he wasn't agreeing because Kambosos didn't want to have a rematch clause in the contract. You know what I'm saying? Kambosos didn't want to agree, or it wasn't no rematch clause in the contract. It wasn't a rematch clause
for Devin Haney.
For Devin Haney, Haney lost.
For Devin Haney, correct.
Okay.
Correct. For Devin Haney. It wasn't a rematch clause for Devin Haney.
So y'all agree with that, or y'all think he still should sign?
Fuck yeah, he should sign it.
Because he said he wanted he'd do anything to get the fight. That's what he said.
Let me read my man Zulu.
Stop. This is what he said.
Hold on. Let me read my man Zulu line super chat real quick. He says, is the rematch at the champ's opportunity most of the time? He said, is the rematch at the champ's opportunity most of the time?
Yeah, when Canelo had the joint with Caleb Plant ain't had no rematch. Canelo had the rematch.
My thing is this.
And Canelo had 3 belts.
Okay, Batman. See, we already know your hatred. All right. So
I got no hatred.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
You said you hate Bill Haney. You said it yesterday. So now,
I said I hate Bill Haney. I don't dislike his son.
Okay, so now listen to this. This is what he said. He said, "I will fight you on Jupiter." That's what the fuck he said.
He said I would take anything that Lomachenko taking. So Lomachenko wasn't getting no rematch.
Like I said, if Lomachenko, how you know?
Because Lomachenko ain't got nothing to offer.
What you mean?
If Kambosos beat him, he has nothing to offer. Why would I give him a rematch?
Because I'm gonna have the fucking. So he put a rematch clause in there for Lomachenko too.
No, yeah, he was going to rematch Lomachenko.
It was gonna be a one-way rematch.
A one-way rematch.
Okay.
So I'm getting some news now that Bill Haney might be like, I don't know, he's leaning towards that he cool with what's in the contract. So we don't, like I said, man.
What I don't understand is this. Nobody's talking about this, Keon. This is what they ain't talking about. You give a motherfucker 3 days to sign, but you sitting there and waiting on fucking Lomachenko for fucking months, right? Nobody talking about that shit.
See, we've talked about that for months. Coach, we talked about how that man was doing anything because he didn't want to fight Devin Haney. We know that already. I mean, that's been talked about. We know that he never wanted to fight Devin Haney. He don't want to fight Devin Haney, and that he was gonna move the goalposts.
If it's a one-way,
but Devin Haney said, "Hey, I don't give a fuck what it is. I'll do anything."
If I was them, I would fucking sign the bitch. If the money is right, and this bitch ain't giving me like 20%, then that's cool. Fucking make the fight, whoop his ass, but make sure that it's in the clause. I get the fucking bigger bag if I win. See, that's the only thing that I told y'all that yesterday.
So
that would be my only stipulation. If I fucking win, I get the fucking bigger side this time.
Let me say this, Coach. So I'm hearing that Bill Haney is saying that he is okay. Now he cool, he okay with the contract, but that Eddie Hearn is doing some other things. Eddie Hearn is doing some other things. What that is right now, I don't know. So it's all type of different, you know what I'm saying, shit's going on, bro. And it's like, I don't know, man.
Man, make the fight, man.
Oh, man, I want him to make the fight too. Fuck. If that was the only hold up, and like I said, the other part will be the fucking money. If long as I get the bigger bag in a rematch, nigga, fuck it. Beat his ass twice. That's how I see it. Beat his ass twice.
So I mean, I don't know, bro. It's kind of like, for some reason, every time it's a Devin Haney fight, it's always a lot of complications.
Because they fucking have complications because motherfuckers don't want to fight him. Kambosos is trying to make it as difficult as possible so he can fucking lay this fucking burden and say Devin Haney the one who didn't want to fucking fight. That's all that shit is about. Because he don't want to fucking
said
fight.
That Bill Haney is saying that he gonna lead the final decision. So what I'm getting from this, right, is Bill Haney wasn't feeling shit that was in the contract. But now Dundada said that Bill Haney today said that he was gonna lead the final decision to Devin Haney. That's what he said on the boxing board. Said he just gonna lead the final decision and let Devin Haney decide. Yeah, I mean, he the fighter. Yeah, they gotta, what they said, right? They gotta stand on what they said. All of that, well, but if and now we worried about, nah, you can't be, you gotta stand on what you said. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, well, yeah. Like I said, if that's the fucking case, long as the money is straight, I get the bigger fucking lump sum on the second fight, then I don't have a problem. But you ain't gonna be shitting on me all the way around the fucking board to where, you know, I don't get the biggest purse for the second fight. Fuck that. That'd be the only thing that will hold up anything. You know,
so, ain't gonna be no second fight.
and we're gonna move on.
Don't want to fight him.
I mean, if he signed,
we gonna have to move on because I'm on a little time constriction. But let me read this super chat. We're gonna move on. W right side, my man W right side. He always on the right side. He ain't never on the wrong side. He say, what can Eddie Hearn be doing? I don't like all these extra stories. Sign the damn contract. I don't know. That's what I'm hearing. You know what I'm saying? Behind the scenes, that now it's kind of like Eddie Hearn got some other shit that he doing. So I don't know, man. We just gonna have to, basically with this situation, we just gonna have to sit back, sit tight, and wait patiently and see what it, you know what I'm saying? See what happens. Shit, we've been talking about it for months and months already. It ain't gonna hurt us to, you know, wait a few more days to see what's really going on. But let's skip into this Errol Spence, right? Let's talk about this Errol Spence and Terence Crawford stuff, because we know first Errol Spence got your Dennis Oogies that he got to get past. So don't take this as us looking over your Dennis Oogies, because that ain't what it is. But it ain't no secret. Everybody want to know what's going on with him and Terence Crawford. Now, Errol Spence, in the interview that he did, that most everybody saw already. If you didn't see it, it's on Akin Barak, right? He said some shit that stuck out to me. He said, now that Terence Crawford is working with the people that he working with now, he said the fight should be a lot easier to be made. He said it's going to be a lot easier to be made, right? He said now that Terence Crawford is working with the people that he's working with now. Then he went on to say, because Al Haymon has done a lot of good business with these people in the past, right? This is what Errol Spence said. And y'all hit my like button. If y'all ain't smashed the like button yet, smash on my like button. It don't cost you nothing to hit the like button. Smash on it. You know what I'm saying? Hit the like button. So when he said that, right? When he said specifically that, man, yeah, the people that Terence Crawford working with now Al Heyman did a lot of business with them in the past. I said, who the fuck is these people? Because a lot of people say, oh, Terence Crawford with Daniel Kinahan. And people run around say reports. He with Kinahan. He working with Kinahan, this and that. And I told y'all that Bernie said that wasn't true a long time ago, but people were still reporting that Terence Crawford was with MTK Global and he was working with Kinahan. Right? Don't nobody listen to the shit I say, but I know that Daniel Kinahan and Al Heyman ain't did a lot of business together. So I kept wondering, man, who the fuck is they talking about? Now, it all makes sense. It all makes sense. I was seeing my brother Tay, he posted a video, and the video says Bud Crawford, Richard Schaefer negotiating 2-fight deal with PBC. It makes sense, right? Pro Bellum. Richard Schaefer has a great working relationship with Al Heyman. They did a whole lot of business. They was business partners at one point in time. And so it was been reported, right, that Terence Crawford is having Richard Schaefer negotiate for him to do a 2-fight deal with the PBC. So that's what Errol Spence was talking about. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Y'all see my thumbnail. I put that thumbnail up because that shit was a question to me. I kept wondering, who the fuck is this mystery team that Terence Crawford is working with? Who is it? Who is it?
Oh, you got
and doing this live, it comes out. Oh, and now it make all the sense in the world why Errol Spence said what he said. Now the fight is gonna be a lot easier to make now that Terence Crawford is working with who he's working with now. Make a lot of sense. And now this is big news, y'all. I told y'all from the jump. I kept telling people, and motherfuckers want to argue with me. No, he don't have to do that. I said, Terence Crawford, and y'all know, my brothers on the panel know, I continue to say that. Terence Crawford talking all this shit, but he still got to sign with the PBC if the shit gonna happen. And I kept telling y'all, he's not gonna be able to sign with the PBC on a 1-fight deal. They not finna let him go over there and work them for 1 fight and then chunk the deuce, win, lose, or draw. But motherfuckers want to argue with me down, saying I didn't know what I was talking about. He not gonna have to do that. This, and that. Now y'all seeing what I was saying the whole time was right. The only thing that we didn't know that Pro Bellum was gonna become a major player. But it makes sense now. Now we see that if this go down like it's supposed to, Terence Crawford really do want to fight. He just have a problem with Al Heyman, and he couldn't go sit down with Al Heyman. So the best thing to do is to go through somebody that has a very, very close relationship with Al Heyman, and that's gonna get you the deal you want or close to the deal you want, and we're gonna be able to get this fight made, y'all. This shit looking up now. You know what I'm saying? I told y'all, and I'm gonna pass it to my brother G5, but I said
you got super chat.
If this fight don't get done for 2022, I don't want to see it. And I'll stand on that shit. So it looked like we gonna get this fight. You know what I'm saying? They both got business to handle. Let me read this super chat from my brother Zenith. Let me read this super chat from my brother Zenith, and then I'm gonna pass it. I'm gonna pass the mic. Zenith 360. He say when it was Gary, he needed to sign a promotional agreement to DHP, one-way rematch clause, and move up. He said sign messed up paperwork, but Haney can say no when it's not his way. Got to keep the same energy. All facts, Zenith. And salute to my brother Zenith, and I appreciate you always coming through, man, showing love to the channel, supporting the channel. That's a fact. That's just how I gotta be. And my man KQKC says they gotta stand on it and show who's the boss. Yeah, real talk. Stand on what you said. But G5, man, what's your take on this? Errol Spence.
Well, we knew he's gonna have to sign with somebody. Can you hear me clear?
Uh-huh.
We good? I'm just double checking. Can y'all hear me good?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Okay, so we knew when he tried to put in to make the mandatory for the IBF, they told him he needed a promoter or a network to get the deal done. It wasn't a secret that he had to have somebody to back him. You know what I'm saying? Who was he gonna go with? That was the number one question. We didn't know. You know what I'm saying? I didn't believe that whole Kinahan deal or whatever. I'm like, that don't even make sense, because if you're gonna try to do some business eventually, or even potentially get the Errol Spence fight, you're gonna have to do somebody that has a solid working relationship with him. You know what I'm saying? So if he didn't go with Richard Schaefer, what's the name, trainer name, manager, Benavidez, Sampson. He's gonna have to get somebody like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Sampson, or somebody that can reach out and connect with Al Heyman. He like, all right, bet, let's do business. Let's work. You know what I'm saying? So if this is the case, Lord willing, I'm praying it goes through. You know what I'm saying? Because boxing need this fight. You feel me? Like, not just us as fans, boxing need this fight. You know what I'm saying? So I hope that's the case, man. And if it is, I mean, I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? But if the fight was gonna happen regardless, I wanted to see it. I think no matter who he signed with or whoever he got to manage him or promote him, I'm cool with that. But as long as if it was able to get this fight done for him and Earl, I'm with it. So I mean, like, it's good news, but until it's fully stamped and signed, sealed, and delivered, I'm always gonna keep and hold that speculation to it, man. You know what I'm saying? Just based off, I move off a person's track record. You know what I'm saying? You know, so I ain't gonna be sold. I ain't gonna make no videos like, oh yeah, hit Bud and sign. This is a done deal. Nah, when I know for sure, and we get more clarification on it, then cool. But for right now, hell, it's a hell of that's a good look, and I'm with it.
It sounded good. Sheena say, why are they? She says, why are they talking about Bud versus Taylor? Well, I think that came up because of Bob Arum. Bob Arum want that fight. He been want that fight. Bob Arum want to find some way to get that belt back over in his stable. You know what I'm saying? Because other than that, that belt ain't going back to his stable no time soon. That's his belt. That WBO belt, that's his belt. So Bob Arum he trying to do everything he can to get that Josh Taylor, Terence Crawford fight. But y'all hear him say that he won it over there in the UK. Because he know if they get it in the UK, unless Terence Crawford stops Josh Taylor, well, it's a big chance that they can fuck him on them scorecards and he get that belt back. That's what I'm thinking. You ain't heard nobody, you haven't really heard nobody, start talking about that shit until Bob Arum started putting that in the air. KQKC says, okay. So that's my take on it. But Batman.
Yo.
Yeah, what you think about this situation?
Man, if he signed with Pro Bellam, man, y'all gonna get y'all fight. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if he was smart enough, he'd have just went to Al Heyman and just kept all this money in his pocket. But hey, man, I mean, kept Bernie mouth shut and just went over there and just did the business himself and kept 100% in his pocket. But if he signed with Richard Schaefer, I know Richard Schaefer can get the deal done. So, man, hopefully, man, we get to see in September, October, November, Errol Spence, Terence Crawford, man. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna be a hell of a fight, I guess.
Yeah. Sheena say, so can Bud make 140? No, the fight wouldn't be at 140, Sheena. It'll be for Bud's title at 147. Josh Taylor moving up.
Yeah, Josh Taylor moving up, Shane. He going, and the only reason they get the fight because he'll be mandated to fight him.
Right. So yeah, so that's what that is. But it looking like that, Pro Bellum, it make all the sense in the world. It looked like that if he signed with Pro Bellum, and Dundada just said that somebody reported that a 2-fight deal with PBC is imminent. So yeah, that's what they working on. And you heard the confidence in Errol Spence's voice. Errol Spence just told y'all, yeah, it's gonna be a lot easier to make now with who Terence Crawford is working with. He wasn't talking about Daniel Kinningham and MTK Global. Obviously, he was talking about Richard Schaefer because he said Richard Schaefer. Well, he didn't say Richard Schaefer's name, but he said the people that he working with now have done a lot of business with Al Haney. He said,
Richard Schaefer,
Coach,
the only one really been doing business with Al Heyman for real. Richard
right,
Schaefer.
right, Coach.
Well, he finally made a smart decision. That's all I can say. He finally did something smart, and stop dealing with Bob. You need to let Bomac and them keep their mouth closed with all the foolishness about Al Heyman, because you gotta, like I said, you gotta come to him. Don't matter how you put it. If you want all the belts, you want the big fight, you got to deal with PBC. So it's a good move, bro. Hopefully it all work out and shit, man. Is he gonna fight Errol first if they doing a 2-fight deal, or is he gonna fight somebody else before he fight Errol? That's the question.
2-fight deal. So I mean, it's a good question because who are the 2 fights? Because we know one would be Errol Spence, right?
Might be Keith.
It could be Keith, or could it be 2 fight, or could it be 2 Errol Spence fights? Could it be a fight and then a rematch?
I don't know.
But if Errol Spence win, I don't think there'd be no rematch because Errol Spence moving up.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
It could be a 2-fight deal, but I think it'll be. I think that they will have. I think this is how I do. I think they'll have Terence Crawford fight somebody on PBC first, right? Maybe put him on pay-per-view to gauge to see how he does with them promoting him, and then segue that into a big Errol Spence fight.
The only person they can do that with is Keith
Thurman, yeah.
Well, that's what we might be getting, bro. So, but they need to fucking hurry up. Shit, the whole fucking year gonna be out before they get to fight, unless they're gonna fight in December.
Yeah, done down to 2 fights, meaning that I got this your Danis Ugas fight, and then I got one more fight after this your Danis Ugas fight. That's 2 fights, done daughter. So yeah. That would make more sense. Have him fight on PBC. Of course, if Terence Crawford gonna fight and he signed with the PBC, they putting him on pay-per-view. So they got to give him an opponent that's worthy enough to do pay-per-view. And the only opponent really out there at 147 is Keith Thurman. They have him and Keith Thurman. That's a pay-per-view fight. They both said they want to fight each other, right? And then the winner of that fight gonna fight Errol Spence.
Yeah, they said Keith said he'd be ready in June.
Right. That makes all the sense in the world. 2-fight deal, bam.
Then if you beat Keith, and do good on pay-per-view, you probably get talk better numbers.
Yeah, then now you get to come back to the table because this is an agreement. So they ain't signed no contract yet. You feel me? So it's an agreement. Now you get to come back to the table and agree your dollar, your price with Errol Spence. If you do good numbers with Keith Thurman, now you got some more to stand on to get more money in the negotiations. Yeah, Scotty, ain't nobody trying to hear none of that shit you talking, Scotty. Jay Smith said he think Keith gonna look better since he got the rust off of Barrios. I mean, this is the thing, right? If Keith Thurman, he can't be sitting around right now and not being in the gym, right? If Keith Thurman gonna look better, he needed to take a little quick vacation and get right back to where he left off. Now, if Keith Thurman think that he gonna look better and sit on the couch all the way up until, you know what I'm saying, late April, mid-April, and then get back in the nah. He should already be in the gym, staying in shape. That's the problem. That's the problem. That's why you're able to see Gary Russell take all these long-ass layoffs, but then when he fight, he don't look rusty like that because he stay in the gym. These fighters, a lot of these fighters, when a layoff is really a layoff. Like Keith Thurman had them 2.5 years layoff. That was really a 2.5 year layoff because the motherfucker was sitting on the couch for most of them 2.5 years. So, you know, that make a difference. But if Thurman, he could get back to the old, he could get back close to the old Thurman or to the old Thurman if he been working consistently. But we don't know. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what the fuck Thurman been doing.
Hopefully, man, he been in the gym, man. Hopefully, man, you know, like you said, he needed that tune-up fight. He was gonna take it serious after that. Hopefully, man, he working. Hopefully, they already had this in the play, and wasn't really talking about it.
Right. Yeah, man, just like my man Matthew Valentine said, Bomac came out and said that Crawford is back in June or July. So you know it ain't Errol Spence in June or July because he just got done fighting, you know what I'm saying, mid-April. So if Crawford is back in June or July, Keith Thurman said he needed till June or July. It make all the sense in the world. Make all the sense in the world. Do that make sense to y'all?
Most definitely. You know, like Keith told him, he was trying to get Keith in the ring before that. Keith said he needed a tune-up fight. Keith got his tune-up fight, and he said he'd do it in June. So June or July. So, you know, June or July they fight. Then it's time for him and Earl to fight. If whoever win between that, you know, that'll be a great fight because, you know, he got Crawford out the way. It'll be a great fight because everybody wanted to see that fight too before Crawford came to the division.
Scotty up in here trying to cause a whole bunch of confusion. Not today, Scotty. Not today. Hey, Scotty Scotty like that little kid when you going to school and shit that needs to take Ritalin. They get to acting up, you know. Man. Towards the end of the day, the motherfucker gonna get to acting up and try to start all type of confusion and all. That's Scotty love to meddle with some shit.
But Scotty.
No, we ain't finna let him. Nope. Scotty's laughing, but hey, Scotty, wherever he at right now, he laughing and shit because he like, yep, got him again. Nope, we ain't doing that today.
I saw his joint. I was listening to his joint early.
Man, we ain't gonna get Scotty riled up, bro.
Spence wasn't the first one talking about Jamel, your boy Crawford was. But you know, it is.
Yeah, we ain't gonna get Scotty riled up today. That's right up Scotty alley. He wanna come in here and cause some confusion. Start meddling with motherfuckers and shit.
This morning.
Hey, but y'all make sure that y'all go sub to World Combat Sports. Y'all go sub to my man Scotty World Combat Sports.
Yeah, Scotty.
We ain't finna do that today because I do not have time. I'm finna wrap it up, bro.
Scotty, I'm finna wrap this. That Earl hatred.
Yeah, I'm finna wrap
Earl hatred today.
We in here, you know what I'm saying? Scotty ain't finna cause no confusion up in here today. I don't even feel like it, man. Hey, maybe tomorrow I'll have that energy for Scotty. Not today. hey, but man, let me get y'all last words, man. Y'all hit the like button too. If y'all ain't hit the like button, y'all smashing my like button.
Hey, Keith, Scotty going for the #1 hater, man.
Hey, man, he real close. He might then took it. He might then took that spot, bro. We gonna have to redo that list. Hey, man, G5, my brother G5, man. Let him know what time you come on. Where you at? Y'all find him at G5_Gabe. If you not subscribed to G5 yet, y'all need to do it immediately. You know G5, let me get your last words.
Okay. All right. You already know, Keith. You know, appreciate the invite, man. I'm over ripping around and taking care of business, but I always appreciate the invite as always, man. Shout out to the whole chat. Shout out to the panel. Shout out to my big bro Batman. Boy, you had me grinding here today, man. You the trip. But they can find me at G5_Gabe. I'm usually around about 6:30. Damn near every morning now. I'm going live. So then, I just have I got my Saturday show, me and Kano, what I'm saying, 1:30 Central Standard Time. And then I'm working on my other stuff, or they'll catch me late night, what I'm saying. If you sub and turn that bell notification on, then you'll get me. What I'm saying, you'll see when I am live. If you want some good cooking on everything, that's the place to be. So appreciate everybody, subbing and checking out my boy Keon, supporting the interaction in the chat. And hey, y'all be good, man.
Yes, sir. Salute to my brother G5. Dundada, yeah, World Combat. Let everybody know in the chat what time you coming on.
He be coming on like 10 o'clock, like in the morning time.
Yeah, World Combat be coming at all different times and shit, man. I'll be having a hard time keeping up with him.
Yeah, the most consistent time we be on at 10.
Yeah. And salute once again to my brother KQKC Boxing Network, man. I appreciate you. And tomorrow, do not forget on KQKC Boxing Network, Ronnie Shields, the great Ronnie Shields. So everybody that got some smoke and won't ask questions about what Jamal Charlo is doing, hey, Ronnie Shields, his trainer, is going to be on there tomorrow. So make sure that y'all do not miss KQKC Boxing Network tomorrow. And Zenith 360 come back again in that super chat. Excuse me. He say, so people were mad at PBC and claimed that was sneaking in Spence versus Thurman, but now people cool with Thurman versus with Crawford versus Thurman. That gives time for sanctioning bodies to call mandatories and no Spence versus Bud. You making a lot of sense. You make a lot of sense, but as far as the mandatories and all of that, I don't think these sanctioning bodies, they want the fight to happen just as much because they getting a lot of money from it, right? All eyes will be on these sanctioning bodies. So I don't think nothing is gonna get in the way of Spence versus Errol Spence. Crawford versus Errol Spence when it comes down to that fight. I don't think nothing's gonna get in the way of that. I don't think no sanctioning bodies and all that, you know what I'm saying? And y'all got to remember, Al Heyman and Lou DiBella and Richard Schaefer, they connected in like the mob. You feel me? If they want some shit to go down, it's gonna go down. Money makes shit happen. Money talking bullshit walk. Ain't nobody gonna come up and stop that fight. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody got enough clout to come up and stop an Errol Spence and Crawford fight. It ain't gonna happen, Zenith. But I feel what you were saying. So my man, Batman, let me get your last words, Batman, before we get up out of here.
Man, look, Devin, you better heard you sign by tonight, man. We all looking, man. I'm definitely on your ass. But you better sign by tonight, boy. Your father left the decision up to you, man. But man, hopefully, man, we get Kambosos and Devin in June and fucking, Earl about to fight. Lubin about to fight. What, next week? We got ain't it's next week, right? The 9th? Yeah, next week, right?
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, all right. We got Lubin them on the 9th. Then to build up the Earl and Ugas. And it looked like we might have a Keith Thurman and Crawford fight before it could be Earl or Keith or Earl or Crawford, man. I don't give a fuck. But man, boxing looking good right now, man.
Yeah, shit all the way up, Batman. It's looking real good.
Yeah, man.
I appreciate everybody that came through and supported the show. Everybody in the super chat, everybody that was in the comment section that engaged, everybody that just came through and watched in the background. I appreciate all of y'all. Y'all already know what it is. We will be back tomorrow Same time. No, I was late today, so it ain't gonna be the same. I'm gonna be on time. I might be a little late because KQ got the interview going on. So I'm gonna be on right after KC tomorrow. Make sure that y'all tune in to him and check out the Ronnie Shields interview tomorrow. And y'all already know what it is. There you go, talking that boxing again. And I'm gone, y'all. Appreciate it.